Yo, 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 what is up, everybody? Chris here from Esports News X Rotation. However, the flip you know me on these interwebs, and today I'm bringing you guys a quick preview of what to expect going into Week 3 of the Stage 2 qualifiers going into the Stage 2 Major hosted by Optic, Texas. Hope you guys enjoyed the intro. I know that was a mouthful of an intro, but here we are with some more CDL matches. As I mentioned in my last video, I currently have like the flu or something, so I'm going to be watch partying, but if I sound a little bit like Squidward, just keep it to yourself. I'm joking, but let's get into it. If you guys haven't already heard me mention it 1 million, billion, trillion times, please join the Discord. We got some great, great content up in here. And yeah, I posted slips for today's matches already at time of recording. This is a late recording because, like I mentioned to you guys before, I have the flu or something along those lines. So, it is what it is. Let's get into the matches. I am thinking much like the rest of the community, the LA Thieves. Repeat the Minor 2 success. I think, albeit this time with a 3-1 scoreline. Well, we'll say 3-2. Vancouver's fantastic. In the second series of the day, I think it's a pretty easy 3-0 regain from Ultra. In my Discord, I did not do any prize picks for this series. I avoid Falcons series on prize picks. It's nonsensical at this point. Then the last series of the day, we have C9 taking on LAG. So Sib versus the remnants of his old team, his old champs team minus Skies, I guess, this week. So I'm going to say it's a Cloud9 dub. I'm going to say it's a 3-1 for Cloud9. They look pretty good. They actually gave LA Thieves a decent challenge last week at the minor, so I like Cloud9 at the moment, and that's why I have it as a 3-1 in their favor. Next matchup, my home team, Atlanta Faze. You guys know what I'm obviously going to be thinking. I think it's going to be a pretty decisive 3-1 revenge game for Faze after a difficult loss to Surge on the precipice of, you know, winning another minor, going back to back to back to back. So looking at our next series, we have the Battle of the Blue. We have the Carolina Royal Ravens taking on C9. This is going to be a hard one to predict, honestly. Carolina has been in great form recently, but C9 is on a recent uptick. Apples to apples, oranges to oranges. I do slightly favor C9's form over Royal Ravens. Royal Ravens have looked great, do not get me wrong. But I do like the uptick that C9 has had in comparison to the uptick that Ravens has had, and this is a 50-50. So I'm going with C9. In the second to last matchup of Saturday, we have the Boston Brioche taking on the LA Thieves, and yeah, I think this is going to be a scrappy takeover series. I think it's going to be probably we'll say a 3-1. Boston is a respectable team. Maybe they turn up, take a map somewhere. I mean, they are a pretty good team. So, don't want to disrespect them and say 3-0, but I do think it's a 3-0 likely. Looking at our next matchup, oh lord, the Miami Heretics taking on Optic in their first matchup of the week. Optic is wow, yeah, they're down bad right now. What is the community thinking? 60% thinks the Optic win this. Wow, interesting. They think this is the Optic Regain series. I mean, they only beat Falcons, and they got absolutely embarrassed by Toronto Ultra, who honestly didn't even look that great at the minor. So, I'm actually going to back Miami in this one pretty decisively. I'll say Optic make them sweat for it, but I think they take it into Game 5. So, looking at Sunday, to finish things off pretty quickly, we have LAG taking on the Vegas Falcons, and I think that should be pretty easy 3-0 for them. In the next series, we have the Vancouver Surge taking on the Miami Heretics. These are two pretty solid teams going head to head. This should be a pretty interesting one. But I do favor the Vancouver Surge in recent form. They just won Minor 2, and we haven't seen any matches with them yet. Obviously, they'll have the first match of the week, but that's in 3.5 hours of time of recording, so yeah, we haven't seen them yet. That's why I'm taking them. I just favor them in the recent form that they've had. And Miami has looked great, don't get me wrong, but I just feel like Vancouver is a step ahead in their current form. So, Optic versus Toronto, I am obviously going to think that Toronto runs it back. I mean, even if Optic look better, I just feel like they have too much ground to make up to beat a team like Toronto this weekend. Maybe this ages poorly. I hope it does. Hope Optic gets back before their major. Would hate to see those guys like get their rings and then get bopped, but that's kind of what it's looking like. So, yeah, I think Ultra 3-1. And then in our last series of the weekend, we have Faze versus Breach. And yeah, 98% of people are saying Faze, and I'm not going to disagree. I'm going to say 3-0. And you know what? I'm going to boost this one because I'm somewhat confident that Faze will handle business pretty decisively against Boston like they have the last two times they faced them. They literally 3-0'd them two times within 5 days. So yeah, that'll just about wrap it up for me, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you have a great morning, noon, or night, like I always say. And I will catch you guys on the next video. Don't forget to join the Discord. There's a link down below in the description as always. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, like I said before, and share it with a friend or someone who you think would enjoy it. Trying to grow the channel. Sorry I was not able to post this week. I obviously, like I said, was sick, so I'll be back on my feet and ready next week. So thanks for rocking with me, guys. Appreciate all the love and support, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Once again, this is Chris from Fake Sports News or Axe Rotation. I'm signing off. Peace.